Okay, so we're going to cup the hands, open up the chest, roll the shoulders down. You're going to bring the hands onto the knees and then start to rotate the torso. Nice big round circles. Keep the heart center open as you do this. Great. And then after the next round, we're going to swap the legs and going to rotate the other way. So once again, nice big round circles, and hopefully you should be able to feel a nice massage of the lower back as you do this. Great, and then once you've finished the next round, we're going to come to sit up straight and then roll onto all fours. So let's come onto all fours, checking the distance between the hands, shoulder width apart with the wrist directly underneath the shoulders. Check that the knees directly underneath the hips, hip width apart. And as you inhale, you're going to hollow the back, look towards the ceiling. As you exhale, round the back, look towards the navel. Inhale, hollow up. Exhale, round the navel. Inhale up. Exhale, navel. And continue. A few more rounds in your own breath, hollowing the back as you look up, rounding the back as you look towards the navel. Great. And then once you finish the next round, let's come to neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes underneath. Keep a slight bend in the knees as you lift the hips up. Then straighten the right leg. Keep the left a little bent. And then slightly bend the right knee, straightening the leg, left. And continue like this alternately, straightening and bending each leg. So you're walking the dog on the spot here. And you should be able to feel a nice stretch down the back of the extended leg. Great, and then once you've finished the next round, start to walk the feet up to the hands and bring the feet hip width apart. Hold on to opposite elbows and just flop the upper body down, releasing the neck, breathing here. Keep a micro bend in the knees, and if you're feeling any tension in the lower back, bend the knees a little bit more. Let go of the arms, coming up vertebra by vertebrae, with the head coming up last. And we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So let's do some shoulder rolls. Rotate the shoulders up to the ears and then back and down. Nice big round circles. Relax the shoulders down and take some spinal spiral swirls. So listen to your body. If you're feeling any dizziness or discomfort doing this, obviously don't go too fast. Otherwise you can speed it up, just letting the arms flow with the momentum. Great, and then starting to slow down, come to a standstill. So we're going to come to stand in Samasthiti, posture of equanimity and balance. Have the feet touching, big toes touching, inner edges of the feet touching. Pull up on the kneecaps, engage your thigh muscles. Tuck the tailbone slightly under, engaging the lower abdominals. That's a specific block in yoga called the Uddiyana Bandha. Keep that engaged throughout the practice. Open up the chest, roll the shoulders down, close the eyes, grow up tall. Give yourself the inner smile and bring your awareness to the breath. So, we can start to establish the Ujjayi breath So you want to slightly constrict the back of the throat. So as you inhale and exhale, you're giving out the sound of distant waves. And try and continue with this type of breathing throughout the session. So if you don't quite get the Ujjayi breath, don't worry, just continue breathing deeply in and out through the nose for the rest of the session. So keeping the eyes closed, let's bring our hands to Namaste at the heart center. And we're going to chant one Om together. Deep inhalation. Still keeping the eyes closed, hands in Namaste. Taking a moment here to dedicate this practice to someone who may be in need of this energy of yoga. Could be yourself, it could be someone else or something else. Bringing the hands down, let's open up the eyes. So you want to take a step over to your right. And you want to go quite wide with the feet, so at least as wide as wrists when the arms are extended out. Turn left foot in slightly, right foot points to the back. We check the pelvis squared up to the side. We're going to bend the right knee. So you want to make sure the right knee doesn't go beyond the right heel. You want it to go directly on top of the heel. And we're softly gazing over the right fingertips, breathing here. So nice, strong warrior twos. Straightening both the legs. We turn our right foot in slightly, left foot points to the front, pelvis squares up to the side, bending the left knee, softly gazing over the left fingertips, breathing here. So you should be getting a sense of the hands pushing away from each other, inner thighs pushing away from each other. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed down, away from the ears, breathing here. Straightening with the legs. Once again, turn left foot in slightly, right foot points to the back, and you can relax the arms down, take them up again, coming into warrior two. Float your right arm up into the air, and then place the right elbow just above the knee, opening up the left shoulder, float the left hand up, and bring it diagonally across, gazing upwards, breathing here. Keep on pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. So hopefully aiming for a diagonal line of all the way from the left hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Looking down the big toe, inhale and come up. Turning your right foot in slightly, left foot points to the front, coming into warrior two, then float the left arm up, place the left elbow just above the knee, open up the right shoulder, float the right hand up and bring it diagonally across, gazing upwards, breathing here. Keep on pressing into the outer edge of your right foot. Trying to get that diagonal line from the top hand to the outer edge of the foot. Looking down at the big toe. Inhale and come up. And we're going to turn both the feet now to face towards the side. Bring the hands onto the hips. So you want to inhale, lift, open up the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands onto the mat. Inhale, look up, exhale, releasing the head down, breathing here. So you want to keep the legs straight, and if you find that you can't quite get the palms onto the mat, place a block or blocks underneath to help you. See if you can get your weight 60% onto the balls of the feet, 40% onto the heels. Keep the abdominal lock engaged. Great. Bring the hands onto the hips, soften the knees, inhaling, coming all the way up. We're going to now interlock the hands behind. Inhale, lift, open up the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Take your arms over the head, breathing here. Trying to keep the weight 60% onto the balls of the feet. Keep on pulling up on the kneecaps. Abdominal lock engaged. See if you can gradually take those hands a little bit closer towards the front of the room. Soften the knees, inhaling, coming all the way up. Just shake the arms out. Once again, let's interlock the hands behind. Inhale, lift, open up the chest. Exhale, fold forward. And then we're going to just rotate so that our palms now face the ceiling. And then once again, the other way around, seeing if we can take the arms a little bit further over the head. Nice deep full breathing. Soften the knees, inhaling, coming all the way up, releasing the arms, shaking the arms out, and then heel toe the feet together, coming to the front of the mat. So in the next seated sequence, you can mirror me. Do the same side as me as if I was in a mirror. So we're going to extend the legs out in front, and we're going to bend our right knee. So you want to hook on to your big toe, and we're going to take the arm across, coming into a side stretch. So it doesn't matter too much where the hands end up, but make sure you're feeling a nice stretch down the side of the upper body. And then a counter side stretch all the way to the back of the room. So you're onto your right knee here. And releasing. Come to Janu Shirshasana. Sole of the foot presses into the opposite inner thigh and bring the foot up as high as possible. Rotate the torso so it's directly over the extended leg and we come forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward and forward. So with each inhalation, you want to think about really lengthening the spine. With each exhalation, you want to engage the abdominal lock, push forward from the heart center, so you're not rounding the back. Keep the heart center open. In case you can't get hold of the foot with your hands, just either use a towel as a strap, or a strap if you have one to help you. If you're doing that, make sure the arms are extended long so there's no bend at the elbows. Breathing into the hamstring stretch if you can feel it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Great. And let's do a little lift over to the other side. So we're going to come into a side stretch. You want to think about opening up the chest towards the ceiling, so that should increase the stretch a little bit more. And then a counter side stretch, all the way to the back of the room. And release. Good. Come to Janu Shirshasana. Sole of the foot presses into the opposite inner thigh. Bring the foot up as high as you can. Adjust the torso so it's directly over the extended leg. We come forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward and breathe. So remember, if you can't quite get hold of the foot with your hands, you can use a towel as a strap to help you. But wherever you are, make sure the hands are equidistant, so one hand not further forward than the other. Keep the posture active, so with each inhalation, think about lengthening the spine. With each exhalation, engaging the abdominal lock, pushing forward from the heart center, so try not to round the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Great. And we're going to do a little lift. Extending the legs out in front. So you can move the flesh from underneath the sitting bones. Bring the hands alongside the sitting bones. Keep the abdominal lock engaged. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Keeping the feet flexed. Keep the gaze onto the big toes, coming into Dandasana. It's tough posture. And release. Right. So hook on to the big toes. First fingers of each hand. Inhale and then exhale, fold forward and breathe. So in case you can't get hold of those big toes, use your strap or towel as a strap to help you. Inhale and then exhale, fold forward and breathe. Keeping the posture active. With each inhalation, think about lengthening the spine. With each exhalation, keep the abdominal lock engaged as you push forward from the heart center. Inhale and then exhale, release. So we're now going to bend the knees and we're going to bring the feet hip width apart, coming into tabletop. So we're going to keep the hips lifted up, keep the mouth closed as you drop the head back. Breathing here, keep those hips lifted up. the sitting bones down, letting the head follow. I'm just coming up a little bit forward towards the front of the mat. Bring your hands to Namaste, bring your Namaste down and through. Walk the heels together. Lift the feet off the mat, draw the shoulders down. It's just taking your time to find your balance here. This is orchid posture. And then bringing the feet down. And we can hold on to each foot with each hand. See if you can open up the feet like you'd open up the pages of a book. So you want to keep the abdominal lock engaged to help you sit up straight. Draw the shoulders down. And close the eyes and just let gravity do its work, opening up the hips. And keep the legs where they are and come to rest on your back. So you just want to observe how you feel in this posture. If you feel that the hip opener, the stretch is a little bit too much for you, then you can draw the heels further away from the sitting bones. If you want to increase the stretch, increase the hip opener, then draw your heels towards the sitting bones. And gently draw the knees towards each other. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. And pop the feet onto the mat. Okay, stop. So again, to hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side, and then pop your feet onto the mat, knees bent, bring the feet hip width apart. Keep your heels quite close to the sitting bones. We're going to press the small of the back into the mat and then lift the hips up to ski slope, coming into bridge posture. Once you're on the tips of your shoulders, interlock the hands underneath you, keeping those hips lifted up, breathing here. Moving the arms out to the side, releasing the spine onto the mat. I'm going to repeat that once more. So you're going to press the small of the back into the mat, lift the hips up to ski slope. Once you're on the tips of your shoulders, interlock the hands underneath you, keeping those hips lifted up, breathing here. And releasing the arms side, lower the spine onto the mat, hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. And we're going to hold on to each kneecap with each hand and start to rotate the knees towards each other. Nice big round circles. And then the opposite direction away from each other. Great. Pop the feet onto the mat. This time bring them mat width apart. Bring your arms out into a T shape. Now, as you exhale, you want to drop both the knees over to the right Inhale to center. Exhale, knees over to the left. Inhale to center. And continue, turning the head the opposite direction to where the knees are rolling out. So if you just imagine your legs are like wipers on a windscreen. You're taking them from side to side, releasing out any tension. Great. And then once you finish the next round, hug the knees into the chest, and we're going to come to rest in Shavasana. So you want to make yourself comfortable in Shavasana. If you're feeling any tension in the lower back, then you can have the knees bent with the knees flopping onto each other. Otherwise, extend the legs out in front of you. Bring the feet mat-width apart, feet flopping out to the side. If you feel you need to have a blanket over you, you can do that. You want to bring your hands about 10 inches away from the body, palms facing up, fingers gently curled in. Back of the neck is long, so tuck the chin in slightly. Eyes remain closed, letting the eyeballs sink heavily into the eye socket. Let go of any controlled breathing now, just letting the breath return to whatever feels normal. Relax the jaw, give yourself the inner smile, and relax completely, letting go of any tension into the mat, just finding that peace and stillness within. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to the body, wriggling your fingers and toes. Roll the head over to the right and then the left. Once again, roll the head over to the right and then the left. Centralize the head. Take the arms over the head. Bring the legs together. Extend the legs out in front. Give yourself a nice big stretch all the way from fingertips to toes. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Take your right arm over the head, roll over onto your right hand side in a fetal position, just staying there for a few breaths. And then in your own time, come up to sitting. And we're going to end by chanting one Om together. So sitting comfortably, hands in Namaste, eyes closed, deep inhalation. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. keeping the eyes closed, bring your namaste to the forehead. May there be calmness in my mind. Bring your namaste to the lips. May there be kindness in my speech. And bring your namaste to the heart center. May there be goodness in my actions. Namaste.